G'day and welcome to Before the Podcast. I look back at some of the earlier quilts in my quilting journey. Today I'm going to call this one Patchwork Fun because it's a trio of quilts that I made during the summer and fall of 2015, and they all share a similar theme. They are all patchwork quilts. They are 6.5-inch squares and in a very similar fashion to the first quilt that I showed last week, the monkey quilt, but the difference being is these have far more different colors. The monkey quilt had 2 and these ones have 4 or 5, I think, if I remember correctly. So the first one is one I made for my sister, and this has darks and fabric along with some complementary colors. The second one here is for my brother-in-law, and he picked out some beer fabric along with a green, a yellow, and a brown, if I remember correctly. I'm going off memory, never a good thing. And finally, the third one is for my father-in-law, which I picked out the fabrics for this one. I got some coffee beans, along with some orange, browns, and a third color, which I can't remember, but you can see it here on the screen. I made the first 2 quilts for my sister and brother-in-law. They were here visiting us in the summer of 2015, and they were only here 2 weeks. And I thought it'd be nice to make them a quilt and send it back to Australia with it. But with 2 weeks to make 2 quilts, you've got to work quickly and make it fast. So this is where the patchwork quilt came into it, and I thought it turned out really nicely. I took them over to Joann's. I let them pick out the fabrics, which was so fun because this was the first time I was able to allow someone that was receiving a quilt to pick out the fabrics. In the past, I've always picked them myself, and in the future, pretty much I've done it majority of the time where I pick it out myself as well. But this was so much fun. And then the other lesson I learned with the coffee quilt was I need to watch the length and make sure I do enough rows. I thought I did 10 rows, which would make it a nice long lap quilt, but this one I think has 8 or 9. I realized this error way too late after I bound it, but my father-in-law loves it and uses it to this day, even though it's a little short. I really hope you have been enjoying this series so far, and if you haven't checked out all the episodes, go back and check out the playlist. If you don't watch them in order, it's fine. It's in chronological order, but they are standalone episodes. So if you do it in a different order, it doesn't really matter. And if you have watched these before, let me know how many you've watched, and if so, you've watched a few of them, let me know which quilt is your favorite so far. I'd like to ask again later on in the series to see if that answer has changed. If you did enjoy the video, please hit that like button, tell a friend. I always love hearing comments from my viewers. I hope you all have a great day, happy sewing, and we'll see you next time.